Today we are going to talk about JSON objects. Today only this section, JSON objects. It's a new family of structure objects, and as you know, this is I think it's the main way how you communicate in these days with LLMs, so it's very useful. You can create the JSON objects. Also, you can break JSON objects and get out data from them. Okay, we'll create a very simple one. I made it in that way so you can just drag and drop cables, and it is creating input ports for you with the right naming. And all I need to stringify. Let's stringify this. I will plug this to text as image node and after to canvas. This is not very efficient. This is very expensive node because each frame we have new textures drawn. If we have a large amount of text, it shouldn't be really large. You will see we'll put few together, few nested or separate objects side by side. It's going to get very slow because of rendering. Each texture should be rendered separately. I will create another node especially for text rendering. Just this is for testing purpose only. Okay, so we stringify, so we created and then we stringified. We are just previewing this JSON object. Immediately, of course, we can break it, and the break node is also very handy because when you input any JSON object, it breaks it, and you can see that there is X and Y values available. Yeah. Okay, I will leave this one. Another thing, we can create another JSON object. We can grab a scrolling data. See? The one thing, we can nest it inside this object, you see? So we have scroll data as a base, and then we are following with X and Y position. Also, the same thing, maybe we can do with the merge, and in this way the first will come position data and after that scroll data, so you keep a logic. Also you could create another way around, so there is different options. We'll create another object. This one will hold all the clicks. I can merge together. Now you can see that we can access all of them by integers here, but instead of using a merge, we can use also object, so we can create from the from objects another object. This is very common in JSON. See, now we have one object, second, third, but the naming is bad. It's not that bad because of course it automatically converts any output to input, so you have right names, but you can change these names manually. This one is going to be position, another one is going to be scroll, and not the input. And third one, we'll call it buttons. So we see, now we have very nicely named. All objects are named, they contain inside the information, and everything you can access easily. So let's see what does the break one. So right now we'll have these ones. You see there appears position, scroll, and buttons. Also there is old ones. For example, the structure might change and you would like to keep the old ones, so it reconnects back, so you don't need to always you don't lose the connections, they are staying there. Also, you can clear the ports. Now you see that they are clean. That's why I left it here, just to see how it works. Another thing we can go, of course you can set any. I'll add this one, another input. I will set, there is going to be a path, and this one is going to be empty. So you see it holds now input, holds empty value, so you can build your own, or yeah, sometimes you need just some, there is some prompt or something just always there, always. Okay, of course break we have, so JSON get, oh okay, array. So yeah, I will just grab this scroll data. Now we have array. This is not really object. Yeah, we can plug this inside the object and it becomes an object. So input to see, I can scroll. Also scroll data is coming here. But as you see, this one has a name scroll, but this one is an array. So you can access afterwards this data, you can access just by integers. So the integers, so JSON get, like that. So this one works with the path, so you can name and you can access this one. Where is JSON array get? Okay, see, have array. And then there is an element. I see that at the index 0 and at x and y scroll. Also we can have here from the JSON get, pass this one to text. Now you can see that it's passing the both ones. Or even here you can get like all everything. So then you need to get like a position, then you get another one, x. We'll connect to this one. I will make it simple way so it doesn't have so painful. So x, you see, access now x, access y, now it's y. And if we have this one, there is no xy, so we need to have, for example, pos, x is a position, see, x and y, and then we can have another one, JSON get, value, pass, and again x, see. So in the same way how we build it, and the same way we get it. So we build it in the same way, the same hierarchy, just flipped around, mirrored on the other side. Well, next one, phrase. Of course, yeah, phrase important. The phrase from the internet, for example, you will get this phrase, JSON phrase, and so it's going to be this kind of very long text running, and from the phrase you could try immediately a JSON get and see, not a JSON get, where it is, JSON break. So if you break, so you see that there is JSON objects, and then you can break it again, buttons, and now you have all the left right clicks. So you see I made this break node very handy, and it does all the things automatically for you, so you don't need to type and write. Of course you can type and write if there is something specific, you always, or there is not coming data, but you know specific path how the data will come, so you get you use this get. But for first, like fast working workflows, you can use these ones, no problem. Also, if you want to see from the server, for example, there is a TCP server, something it's coming, or WebSocket, yeah, WebSocket, of course, WebSocket, not TCP server, why? But yeah, it could happen, there is different configurations and things like that. Yeah, you get this string, and afterwards, of course, Stringify will always help you. You see, you Stringify again, and you see all the structure immediately. Yeah, it's very large. Make it smaller. But I'm working on another patch that is going to be actual Swift UI element, but yeah, because of the flexibility of the window flexibility, I need to think about a little bit, how it's going to scale up and fit always in the position where you place it, so you have a flexible UI elements and very nice user experience just working with that. So where you place it, you know that it's there, you don't miss it. Well, for now, the metal framework and all the canvas system works perfectly, as you see. Also, this one works perfectly, but yeah, you see the massive frame drop from this one text as image drawing. Also we'll look inside how I can boost this up. Okay, so we have break, JSON break. Okay, what else do we have in here? Stringify, phrase. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see all the keys inside. You have all the keys. See, there is position, all the keys, what contains this object. Also, you can see length, how many objects, length 5, type, object. Well, you can pass any data type, it will say it's not just an object. Yeah. And also, does it contain? So this is a condition, so you can ask if there is something that you're looking for, and it returns either yes or no on the type. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, you can build and make different kind of objects like that. And yes, from the Stringify, always Stringify will output correctly what actually is inside. And this is make it pretty. In indent, I think for Apple is 4 by default. You can go 1, 2, 3, 8. All these are tabs, how much it's spaced out. I think for Apple it's 4, should be 4. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and enjoy.